In this video, we will learn how the clutches are applied, the path the hydraulic system takes to apply the clutches, how to measure the wear of the clutch discs, and how the speed and direction clutches are applied to manipulate first gear forward and first gear reverse. We will also be learning how the planetary section mates with the transfer case and the components of the planetary gear set that are required to go first gear forward and first gear reverse. We are making this video to learn the overall power flow of a CAT 988B transmission. So if you want to slow down the video to watch the procedure, you can, and if you want to move on to the more conceptual stuff, keep the same playback speed. We'll be using the school's CAT 950H wheel loader to explain how the hydraulic pressure is applied to the transmission and the path the hydraulic system takes to apply the clutches. To avoid any confusion, we are going to put a tractor on the left side of the screen to show that we are talking about the 950H wheel loader. So whenever you stop seeing the tractor, it means we're talking about the 988B wheel loader. The hydraulic pressure to the clutch is applied electrically through 6 transmission modulating valves. The modulating valves are used by the powertrain ECM to modulate the oil pressure that is sent to the individual clutches. The more current is sent through the powertrain ECM to the modulating valves, the more oil pressure there is in the clutch. So that also means the less current is sent to the modulating valves, the less pressure is being sent to the clutches. When the signal is sent to the solenoid 12, pin 11 moves to the right and forces ball 1 toward orifice 2. When the ball moves towards the orifice, the flow of return oil 18 into tank passage 9 is restricted. Pressure in chamber 13 increases and the oil becomes reduced pilot oil pressure 19. The pressure then moves valve spool 4 to the right against the force of the spring 5. The valve spool position causes the clutch pressure to increase. As the valve spool moves to the right, pump oil 16 goes through pump passage 6 and the clutch oil passage 8. The valve spool blocks the flow of oil from the clutch oil passage to the tank passage. The clutch pressure will increase due to the flow of reduced pressure oil 17 into the clutch oil passage. The oil in the clutch passage also flows through passage 14 and into chamber 15.
Number 2 clutch is the forward speed clutch, which stays engaged for all the forward speeds. It holds ring gear 6 stationary. Input shaft 23 rotates forward drive planetary sun gear 4 at torque converter speed. Because the forward drive planetary ring gear is held and the sun gear is the input drive, planetary gears 25 rotate around the ring gear. Number 3 sun gear is attached to the output shaft 22. Number 4 ring gear 13 to rotate as the output. As a result, a multiple gear reduction output is divided between number 3 and number 4 planetary gear set, and number 5 planetary gear set.
When the operator selects first speed reverse, number 6 and number 1 clutches are engaged. Number 1 clutch is the reverse speed clutch. Ring gear 2 is the output for number 1 planetary in reverse direction. Planetary carrier 2 and 3 are the input to 2 and 3 planetary gears. Number 3 and 4 sun gears are held at the same speed of the output shaft. Number 4 ring gear 13 is output, planetary carrier is the output through the output shaft. Output shaft and number 5 carrier 18 are splined together and rotate at equal speeds. As a result, a multiple reduction output is divided between 3, 4, and 5 planetary gear sets.
Inspecting the clutch and the clutch components requires a dial micrometer to achieve an accurate measurement. The clutches should be measured separately in multiple locations around the clutch material to check for warpage and to maintain an accurate measurement. Once measured separately, the 3 friction disc assemblies and 2 clutch plates should be stacked as shown and be measured to ensure they are in spec. The splined input shaft is connected into the transfer case using a planetary gear set and connects as shown. Power flow is directed out of the transfer case and into the planetary gear set and transmission.